Well, Alaska is a bucket list trip for a lot of people. Travel expert Jennifer Weatherhead is here to tell us about her recent cruise. So you've knocked it off your list.
I have.
Wasn't it beautiful?
It was incredible. It has to be one of my favorite trips that I've done, honestly. Of all the places I've seen, this was probably the most vast and untouched and wild place that I got to go to. And it was just so beautiful and humbling to see it that way.
Okay, so let's start off. The trip itself, how long were you on the cruise for? Because I know you did a bit of land and cruise.
Yeah, so with Princess Cruises, they have this great option in Alaska where you can do part of your cruise on land and really kind of get in touch with Alaska, the indigenous culture, kind of their way of living inland before you get on that ship. So I spent about 5 days inland, and then we went on the ship and we cruised down from Whittier, which is close to Anchorage, back down to Vancouver. So it's a nice way to break it up, and I think a really great option for someone who's doing a first-time cruise, because you're not spending all of your time on the ship. You're getting a nice taste of both sides of things.
Right, and for the most part, you're seeing land wherever you are on that. If you're kind of like, well, I don't know about going out in the middle of the water and not being able to see anything, right?
Yeah,
so,
exactly. Yeah. You're usually seeing land, and I have to say that the ship is incredibly beautiful. It is one of those larger ships. So I don't know if you know, but Princess Cruises is actually the original Love Boat.
I did know that, yes.
Yes, so it does have that, classic cruising feel that a lot of people are familiar with, and the ships are quite big, but I have to say they're so spacious. We never felt like we were overcrowded. There were tons of viewing spaces because, like you said, you always see land when you're going along, so you want to make sure that you can get out there and have a nice viewpoint of all those glaciers and snow-capped mountains that you're passing by. Perfect for that, and they have so many great activities too. They actually have 15 cruise ships in their fleet, and they're going to add a new one in early 2024, but it's a really great way to kind of get into that cruising vibe if you haven't done it before.
And this is almost kind of the cruise that if you are a cruiser, you kind of want to splurge for a veranda for this one, because there is so much to see from the ship itself.
Exactly, and there's nothing better. I have to say, we did this one day. We had a beautiful breakfast delivered to our balcony, so we could have champagne and breakfast, stay in our robes, and look out at these incredible glaciers. It was kind of like one of those things where you're like, check, I can say that I did that from my balcony on a ship. Yeah.
So this is you went kind of at the beginning of the Alaskan cruising season, because there's only a window when you can do it.
Yes, exactly. So I went kind of right at the beginning, but as you go along throughout the summer, you're going to get even more daylight hours, up to 20 hours of daylight in some of these places. So again, pretty much guaranteed to see incredible views at any point, whether you're on land or on the ship. I would say that when we were on land, it was really incredible. We went to Denali National Park, and we stayed at some of the lodges that Princess has along the way. And Denali National Park is a really incredible spot. You can only get in there with state-approved vehicles and state-approved tour guides because it is so vast and untouched. We saw grizzly bears, moose, caribou. We went into the tundra. We didn't get to see the highest peak in North America. It was always behind the clouds, but it was still just a really great experience to have. And then you get on the ship and you get to see these glaciers, Glacier Bay National Park, Hubbard Glacier, really up close, right? You can see how vast and beautiful.
You can hear them as they're calving.
And you can see whales as you're sailing along. But again, they have so many great excursions too. So you can do whale watching excursions at some of these ports like Juneau or Ketchikan. They have, you can take helicopter rides up to the top of a glacier and then do dog sledding up there. I mean,
did you do any seaplanes?
No,
we did a
not.
seaplane on ours, and it was really cool because they take you over some of the lakes inland kind of thing. Now, dressing for Alaska, layers, right? Because it can be rainy.
Yeah, definitely rainy, and I would say those temperatures do vary. So you can go anywhere. When we were there, sometimes it was right around 0, and then it would get up to, 20, 25 during the day with that beautiful sunshine. So you want to make sure that you have those layers so that you're feeling comfortable no matter what that weather is like. But yeah, definitely pack a raincoat as well. Even if you're going in July or August, still have a raincoat and a few layers.
Okay. Want to find out all kinds of stuff more about your trip. We could talk for half an hour on this, but we've run out of time, but we'll get all of the socials, all of Jen's socials up on our website at chch.com/morninglive.